Moin, Servus, moin.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Yes, dearie? Anytime, sweetheart.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Have a look.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. PNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Sublight for life. The corporation's never lifted a finger from me.
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be. Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see?
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. At least one system on Groundbreaker still works. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. Be seeing you.
Question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh,
Schon wieder einen Auftragnehmer an ein UDL-Kampfschiff verloren. Das ist eure tägliche Erinnerung. Dass seriöse Auftragnehmer nicht vor dem Behördenreis ausnehmen. Und wir sind seriös. Bleibt ruhig. Zeigt eure Dokumente. Und wenn ihr trotzdem vor Gericht landen solltet, boxe ich was euch persönlich wieder raus. Hat einer von euch Hawthorne in letzter Zeit gesehen? Ich könnte jemanden gebrauchen, auf den ich mich verlassen kann. Gegen Gegensatz zu den meisten von euch Spreads spült Catherine Sublight regelmäßig Geld in die Kassen. Ab heute bis zu dem Tag, an dem ich was anderes sage, ist sie sozusagen eine Erweiterung meines Schreibtischs. Ihr macht, was sie sagt. Und da wir gerade dabei sind, Tobias, ich will meinen Schreibtisch erweitern. Ah, nee. Meine Scanner haben mir verraten, dass die Mordets ein Schiff eines Freischaffenden beschlagnahmt haben. Weil sich der Captain daneben benommen hat. Die Crew hat bei Ferraz so auf den Platz gehauen, dass sie sich die Freigabegebühren nicht mehr leisten können. Wer immer mir die Bergungsrechte verschafft, darf sich stillschweigend zu mir ins Büro hocken und einen Profi bei der Arbeit zu sehen. Einer der unseren hatte einen Zwischenfall mit einem von denen. Wir haben also wieder mal einen Auftragnehmer verloren, hab das Schiff verschrottet und einen Zettel des Ertrags für die Beerdigung verwendet. Ich kümmere mich um meine Leute. Ein kleiner Spread hat mir verraten, dass eine Kiste vergammeltes Zystenschwein in einer Schlucht auf Monarch gelandet ist. Mal sehen, wie viel wir davon verkaufen können, da wir gerade davon sprechen. Keiner ist mehr bei Antique Cleos Imbiss, bis ich sage, irgendwas in der Küche ist schlecht geworden. Das nächste Mal, wenn einer von uns ein verlassenes Schiff findet und es außer Dienst nimmt, sollte es besser ein Bodenteam zum Trümmerfeld schicken, bevor wir Plünderer aufkreuzen und uns alles wegschnappen. Wir mögen Schrottsammler sein, aber wir sind keine Aasfresser.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices. Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat. Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
If you got a complaint, file it at security.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Watch out, there's some puddles of... Actually, it's best not to contemplate that. Seems like a fine way to die, but... All right, let's check it out.
Frankie hat einen Tipp auf ein paar Bergungsgüter erhalten. Einer der alten Hangars und der Groundbreaker war abgesperrt, bis ihn wer gefunden hat, als er bei den Dockarbeitern rumspioniert hat. Lydia will, dass wir dort ihre Flagge hissen, sobald wir die Neuankömmlinge entfernt haben. Aber erstmal darfst du da Aufklärung betreiben. Suche nach einem losen Panel. Kletter hoch auf die Betten und zurückwand. Lydia sagt, wir sollten aufpassen. Sie glaubt, uns folge irgendwer. Naja, typisch Lydia.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded die?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love?
Stay in the public areas and we'll get
Auntie
along
Cleo,
fine.
that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This story brought to you by Halcyon News.
Colonials are
All
always
the news that's fit to broadcast.
That last
You're
0G
spending
was a
lots tonight.
mistake.
Just got done with loads of metals and rare earths.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space? The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade. Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. What ain't I got?
I seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker is a bit of a maze.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station.
Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rain.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Damnable thing about living on a space station. No pigeons to feed.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air at 6.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
Habe auf 2 Containerfrachtern gearbeitet, bevor ich hier gestrandet bin. Jeder hat mich jammern gehört. Keiner hat mir zugehört. Für die bin ich bloß Hintergrundstrahlung. War nicht meine Schuld, dass der Captain früher los wollte. War nicht meine Schuld, dass keiner das Mannschaftslog angeguckt hat. War nicht meine Schuld, dass sie mich einfach so ersetzt haben. Jetzt sitze ich hier im Dreck, ohne Bits und ohne Bett. Nicht anders als der restliche Groundbreaker-Müll hier. So lebe ich. Und wenn mich keiner in eine Mannschaft aufnimmt, sterbe ich so.
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
sogar Bits angeboten. Hat die Bits genommen und ihr einen Haufen Lügen aufgetischt. Pass auf dich auf, wenn du da wieder bist. Wenn du wieder da bist. Ich will nicht, dass du in einem Müllschacht landest. I see. Lange nichts mehr von dir gehört. Du bist gerade auf der langen Reise nach Deshkova, richtig? Hoffe, es geht alles gut. Wenn du wieder da bist, habe ich einen Ort, wo du dich mit deinen treffen kannst. Ist nur ein Lagerraum, aber ruhiger und sicherer als die Bar. Da sollten eigentlich alle deine Leute reinpassen. Kostet dich nichts, wenn ich dir ein Bier ausgeben darf. Kostet dich nichts, wenn ich dir ein Bier ausgeben darf. Guten Tag. Wir haben den Vorschlag nun bereits zum 10. Mal geprüft und sind nach wie vor nicht der Meinung, dass galaktischer Pilz eine akzeptable Geschmacksrichtung für ein Riso-Getränk ist. Selbst wenn wir diese Idee verfolgen würden, wiesen die mit geschickten Proben dennoch äußerst halluzinogene Eigenschaften auf. Das ungeöffnete Paket war bereits patent genug, dass es im Wareneingangsbereich zur Ausschreitung kam. Eine weitere Kontaktaufnahme ist unerwünscht.
I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Monarch. What's going on down there? Ah!
Rizzo's Purple Crunch. Purple berry flavored power nuggets.
Hey,
Now with
Mr. Vicker.
12% more crunch.
Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater?
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Those XT411s?
Thought there'd be more machinery.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Mehr Beschwerden über den Zustand der Andaugstation. Ich habe den Mardits schon mehrmals gesagt, dass sie McReed und seine Banditenbande von dort vertreiben dürfen. Sie sind damit beschäftigt, Haftbefehle und Rechtfertigungen in Papierform zu bekommen, dass jemand anders alle ihre Probleme inoffiziell lösen soll. Tut mir leid, Jungs, nicht meine Aufgabe. Seit Martin Callahan hier aufgetaucht ist die Moral um 18% gesunken. Muss an der verdammten Maske liegen. Noch eine Wanze im Büro gefunden. Das Ding war so groß wie ein Wurfball. Und das Kabel hat direkt zu Sublight zurückgeführt. Sehr subtil, wie immer, Lydia. Hätte schwören können, der Roboterkoch kam zusammen mit einem Konzerntechniker hier an. Es gibt keine Aufzeichnung darüber, dass der Typ die Station je wieder verlassen hat. Muss ich mir mal genauer ansehen. Spread-Plage beim Rest and Go läuft langsam aus dem Ruder. Wehe den Ether, die kleinen Mistviecher wieder züchtet. Ether. Ich schwöre beim Gesetz, dass ich ihren Stand dann aus der Luftschleuse werfe.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly... scheduled advertisement for the following story. Spacer's Choice is enjoying an unexpected...
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. Or cut them off.
Careful with that shit. He'll end up as crazy as he is.
It's crazy to live in this universe.
It's so... cozy.
Today's my birthday. Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
It's fantastic we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
keep him quiet, Cap.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight man-to-pillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Area. Keep clear of the radiators.
Es ist mir eine Ehre, berichten zu dürfen, dass die Groundbreaker erfolgreich am Lagrange Punkt angekommen ist, wo wir unsere Fracht bestehend aus Fertighäusern, Siedlern und Vorräten auf den ausgesuchten Kolonialwelten abgesetzt haben. Möge sie florieren und expandieren. Nun, da Phasen 1 und 2 der Mission abgeschlossen sind, wird meine Familie, wie vertraglich vereinbart, die Kontrolle über die Groundbreaker übernehmen und das Schiff als unabhängigen Handelsposten, Frachthafen und Reparaturstation betreiben. Ich möchte noch anschließend hinzufügen, dass ich meine Hoffnungen und besten Grüße zurück an die Erde schicken möchte. Vor uns liegt eine gewaltige Aufgabe, aber wir werden nie vergessen, was wir zurückgelassen haben. Einige besonders reiche und geschmacklose Individuen unseren kolonialen Nachbarn haben wohl die falsche Vorstellung davon, weshalb ich uns hier rausgeflogen habe. Bestimmt nicht, um mir ein 9-stelliges Blutgeld ausstellen und mir das Logo von Spacer's Choice auf den Arsch tätowieren zu lassen. Ich habe nicht vor, jedes vorbeikommende Schiff um sein letztes Bit zu erleichtern. Die Groundbreaker trägt nicht zum Erfolg und Misserfolg der Konzerne von Harlocon bei. Punkt. Dies hatte ich vertraglich so festhalten lassen, bevor ich das Schiff überhaupt zum ersten Mal betreten habe. Wenn irgendjemand unsere Unabhängigkeit anzweifelt oder gefährden möchte, wird er es mit einem Tennyson zu tun bekommen. Wir sind ein Familienbetrieb. Auch nachdem der letzte Tennyson ins Gras gebissen hat, wird sich die Groundbreaker noch an uns erinnern und ihre Freiheit mit allen Mitteln verteidigen.
Incoming!
The last of them.
Mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Our survival.
Oh, sorry.
Watch out, Captain!
Aiming to security.
Not getting through!
Get through!
Die Mitarbeiter werden rastlos. Temporäre Notlösungen sind alles, was wir hier haben, damit die Groundbreaker weiterläuft. Meistens können wir ein System nicht wiederherstellen, ohne ein anderes auszuschalten. Großmutter musste damit klarkommen, also werde ich das auch. Ich kann die Crew zusammenhalten, aber was ist, wenn ich mal nicht mehr da bin? Herauszufinden, ob unsere Unabhängigkeit einen Tod bedauert, wird die wahre Prüfung für die Groundbreaker sein. Die Wette gehe ich aber ein. Ich habe ein paar von Chief Guyings alten Plänen gefunden. Die Groundbreaker muss bei der Überfahrt einiges eingesteckt haben, weil sie ihre halbe Karriere damit verbracht hat, sie zu pflegen. Du musst viele Kompromisse eingehen, als die das hier alles gebaut haben. Die mussten viele Kompromisse eingehen, als sie das hier alles gebaut haben. Unter den Dokumenten war auch ein Design für den Hangar, das sich mit keiner meiner Aufzeichnungen deckt. Vielleicht was schon vor langer Zeit abgeschottet wurde, wie Blutzellen, die eine Infektion isolieren. Ich schreibe nicht gerne so sentimentales Zeug auf, aber jedes Mal, wenn ich eine Schalltafel öffne oder wieder irgendeine Übergangslösung in den Eingeweiden des alten Vogels finde, spüre ich, wie du über mich wachst, Großmutter.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. You've got my attention.